Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Representative D'Alessio and I rise in gratitude to our colleagues for supporting this measure. We'd also like to thank the Secretary of the Department of Education, Rivera, as well as the Pennsylvania National Guard and the Adjutant General, Anthony Corelli, for their assistance in crafting this measure. Mr. Speaker, you know, our military families regularly relocate across state lines. In fact, according to the U.S. Department of Defense, 15% of military families move each year. This makes it incredibly difficult, both logistically and financially, for our veterans, military members, and their spouses who have a teaching certificate to be recertified in a new state every few years. This issue was brought to our attention by a constituent in my district. She holds a Pennsylvania teaching certificate, but it was inactivated while she and her husband lived out of state during his career in the United States Marine Corps. He retired, they moved back home to Pennsylvania to be near family, only to find out that it was incredibly difficult to reactivate her certificate. Unfortunately, she's not teaching right now with that certificate. This legislation will bring our military members, our veterans and their spouses, people who have extensive experience and prove to be an invaluable asset, into the classroom to teach our children. First, by expediting that application process and by setting the certification fee at $10 and the educator discipline fee at $25. We will reduce the time and financial barriers for our military members, veterans, and their spouses who are teachers. Second, House Bill 2078 also allows Pennsylvania certified teachers who become certified and continue teaching in other states to pick up right where they left off with continuing education credits under Act 48 when they return to Pennsylvania. Our members of the military and their spouses have had our backs defending our nation and defending our freedoms. This is another way that we can now have their backs when they're stationed in Pennsylvania or transitioning back into civilian life here in Pennsylvania. In addition, House Bill 2078 helps other Pennsylvania certified educators who have spent time teaching in other states resume their careers as educators in
Representative Phillips-Hill, just suspend for a moment, please. Is this our last bill? Members, if we could give Representative Phillips-Hill and Representative D'Alessio our attention, I'd ask everybody to please take your seats.
Thank you again for helping to bring these educators with invaluable experience back into Pennsylvania classrooms to the benefit of our students. We thank you for your vote.